Okay, so we have the 8th anniversary, which officially started, and I did get the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta unit. Now, this is one of the first standby skill units. We'll try to get that in the video. The standby skill could be pretty powerful if, utilized correctly. Now, this unit is full link level 10, 55% in the dupe system. I actually didn't give equips. Give me a second, let me add equips in this guy, and then we'll hop into this event real quick. Alright, just slap the level 5 defense equip on them. I'll decide silver later. Probably when I might go in for another dupe of the guy. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I got pretty lucky in my summons, I feel, overall. We're going to hop into the Broly fights. I think Broly just a generally difficult boss. In terms of like the difficult bosses currently in the game. My probably argue him as the hardest boss, honestly. So maybe not generally, but he's pretty difficult. And I think a lot of people do understand how difficult this guy can be. So, the Super Saiyan 3 2 Goku, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku and 2 Vegeta, or however you say it, the good thing about them is that they actually have a very flexible link set, I feel like. So, with Vegeta and Trunks, they share Saiyan, Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So, they will share a ton of links together. Now, I can get this with Vegeta and Trunks here. Again, we see Legendary Power is now active, so actually not just yet, but they're going to have 5 links with Vegeta and Trunks, which is quite good. Now, this one also have the 58% support from Kid Gohan. As a second or third attacker in the turn, this unit does get 100% extra attack and then Ki 2 when collecting Ki Spheres, so it'll be very easy for them to hit very high Ki, which is why I actually do like this unit as slot 2 or 3, at least early on. He does greatly stack defense 50% on his 18 Ki, and a normal stack in his 12 Ki. I mean, look at his defense already. 246k at free dupe, and he's going to be stacking up over and over. Base stats wise, he's at 250%, given you're above 50% HP. If you do fall below 50% HP, they do lose 50% attack and defense, but not the biggest deal. At that point, you may just use the standby skill, right? Which you can use the standby skill at any turn if you're under 50% HP. Now, the thing that makes this unit, start to become really crazy is you'll see right here in a second. But when Ki's 18 or more, they do an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super attack. Now, if Ki is 24, they do a guaranteed additional super attack. And those both work together. So right here is an 8.7 million attack stat at the free dupe level. And again, they're stacking defense, and then here comes another super attack. This is their guaranteed one for 5.7 million. And if you guys aren't aware, for each super attack this unit does, they get a permanent 1 Ki for the rest of the battle. And as you see that critical hit that went in there, they get 10% chance from critical hit up to 50%. So once they do 5 super attacks, they do get a 50% chance from a crit. And, with that damage numbers that they're doing already, it's pretty nasty, right? They're looking really, really strong already, even that free dupe. Keep in mind, they do not have any offensive support there. I think it's an important thing to note. I think I do want to get... How do I do this? I'll get this here with you. Can I grab this? Perfect. And then Gohan will try to get a super... I'm going to try and get a super with all the units here. Like, so many stacking units around this team. Luckily, we could transform the gods pretty easily, so that's going to be a good thing. But I think pushing Gohan off will be a lot easier than keeping, pushing Gohan around will be easier than keeping the Goku around. And Gohan actually does share some extra links with Goku. Those links would be, if I pull this up here, it should be Golden Warrior and then Super Saiyan. Actually, no. Yeah, it's just Golden Warrior, never mind. Their Experienced Fighters link, not many units have it. There's one unit that does have it that I know, like, at the top of my head, is the AGL Super Saiyan Goku, the Spirit Bomb one, from the Android 13 movie. I hope that guy gets an easy. He'll be very good, but beyond that, we have the new GTLR, which I'm not using for the purposes of the showcase. I will be doing all their showcase videos tomorrow. So, luckily, we got the stack with AGLR going on here really, really good. Alright, and now we're looking at Broly here. So this time we're going to be getting 50% offensive support instead of the defensive support we received last time. So we'll do this. Bam. One thing I do wish is maybe if this guy had over in a flash as well, that could have possibly been interesting. Nothing that we really need, but it could have been helpful for like some of these Super Saiyan 3 units specifically. Now, what is his defense here? He's at 444k defense. Again, keep in mind, last turn we had 58% defense support, and now this is no defense support at all. So we're going to get 50% attack support this time. That's, again, 50% extra attack support is pretty nasty. I mean, if we take a look at the amount of, like, damage this guy gets from his links, let me just bring all these links up. He gets tons of damage from his links. Super Saiyan 10, Saiyan Warrior Race 10% attack. Super Saiyan 15% attack. And what is he getting here? Oh, that's not him. No, Experience Fighter is another 15% if you get that activated. Prepared for Battle 5%, Fierce Battle 20%, Legendary Power 15%. That's a lot. Okay, so what is this guy gonna do here? He's gonna hit a 10 million attack stat every dupe, and he has, I believe it'd be a 40% chance to perform a critical hit here. Then, yep, there that is. There's a guaranteed additional super attack hitting 7 million. Okay, and keep in mind again, this guy does, raise his attack for the turn and a super attack effect, so that can be helpful. And then there's the other one for 7.3 million. Keep in mind, he's stacking his defense with every single super attack he does. The 12 key does a 30% stack, the 18 key does a 50% stack. I mean, we're kind of destroying Broly's early phases. That makes a lot of sense. Broly early on is not really too big of a deal. We have this here. I probably should use an item through here. Yeah, I'll use one Whis. I feel like, is one Whis enough for now? How should I do this? I want to get some stacks with the gods if possible. If I do this, yeah, I can get some extra stacks with the gods. That's really helpful. I might just double Whis. Yeah, I'll just double Whis here. Sure, that's fine. And then we'll have Ajo Kid Gohan get a stack in as well. I think that'll be important for him. We could try bringing down those physical orbs. Again, one really good way that Vegeta and Trunks and this unit does work together. Obviously, Vegeta and Trunks is a very strong slot 1 unit. They're very also self-sufficient. So you could save all the key spheres for the LR Super Saiyan 2 and 3 Goku, right? It just works out very well as a rotation. The gods also work pretty solid as a rotation with them. But I do like this Super Saiyan 2 and 3 Goku. Or Super Saiyan 2 and 3 unit, I guess I should say. It's so weird, the name. I don't know, it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. That's a very long, title to say. You can't call him just LR Goku and Vegeta. I guess I could, and because in reference to this video, we're talking about this new unit, but you guys get the point, right? It is very, very odd. So I could technically use the standby skill next turn. Should I use the standby skill next turn? I feel like if I do, I'll have a really good shot at getting the standby skill to fill up. Which I probably should do that, yeah. Broly supering right here at the end, that's good in a sense. I probably didn't have to use the double Whis, but, better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Okay. That's fine for sure. Yeah, I think I will use the standby skill here. I think, we want to definitely see it in the video where we can. That's going to be very important here. So I could do this when we technically get more links, but Golden Warrior is not really a link we have to worry about. So let me play the audio here, and let's see the standby skill. This is my first time seeing this in-game. So what happens here is kind of like an exchange to Vegeta and Goku. We see there's an extra bar here on the screen. So what happens is, well, obviously we have the stack defense as well. We're at 677k defense. So for the first 4 turns, this unit does guard. And they have this 250% defense start of turn, which, would be basically the same at the amount of defense that they would have had before they actually transformed or anything. It's pretty crazy. They do change random type of key sphere to rainbow key spheres. So obviously we're able to get key very much easy with a lot easier with this unit here. Doesn't really matter like how much ki they get here, I think. Again, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but essentially they also get 8% damage reduction per ki sphere obtained. So what, I grabbed like 5 orbs with them. We're at 8 times 35. Brain can it work? Actually, how much is 8 times 35? It's like I can't do the math, someone for me, please. I don't even want to think right now. But yeah, as you see, there's the actual charge counter right here. And the more you charge up the charge counter, the more damage that this actually does. I don't recall how much you actually need to do to charge the charge counter all the way up. But from what it's seeming like, I'll be able to get the charge counter filled all the way up when I'm able to go to the next rotation. So there's 2 finish effects. What happens, and essentially, there's finish effect 1, which is a normal spirit bomb. That's where you temporarily gain 15% attack per charge counter accumulated and deal ultimate damage. Once only usable when charge counter is 38 or below. As you see, the charge counter is very low. There's finish effect 2. Now, finish effect 2 allows you to temporarily gain 20% attack per charge counter accumulated and deal super ultimate damage to the enemy. So that's a new modifier. Super ultimate damage is basically just a greater version of, ultimate damage to the enemy. Okay, how are things looking here? I'll probably just use the God's active skill. I didn't mean to play it like that, but it's fine. I'll just talk over it. So again, with this unit, you could obviously see Vegeta is not actually able to attack. Vegeta is just there to tank and defend until you're able to use the Super Spirit Bomb. And the Super Spirit Bomb is basically going to allow you to just one-shot anything in the game, right? Because what happens is when you actually use the finish skill, you you get 500% attack, which is pretty wild. That's actually messed up. I realized I did mess up. I should have grabbed key spheres with the units and then used it after. That is a L. That is a major element. So I could use it here if I wanted to. I mean, I could just grab this here. Yeah, I'm muffed up so bad. That's fine. We're going to at least see it here. We'll see how much damage this does, even without having a full charge bar. I feel like there's going to be plenty of other showcases where I could show it off, like against Monocool Core. Maybe I'll do a video specifically talking about how to use it. But let's play this here and let's see. Well, what is his defense looking like? 827k. It's pretty good. Let's play here and let's see how it's actually gonna look. I think that it's gonna look pretty cool. So one thing to know is that after you use it, they do turn back to normal. So there's their just Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta portion. Dude, look how much ki we get from her. Goodness. And obviously, as you can see, we did those Super Attack 1 effects. Now, I feel like, in terms of builds for this guy, crit might be a pretty smart option if you're really thinking about the Spirit Bomb. Because when you're exchanged to just base Goku and Vegeta, you cannot crit. There's nothing in your passive to crit. So I feel like crit might be a move, honestly. Because you can see, especially, obviously 55% doesn't really matter, but 55% the active skill is not going to be as good as the rainbow version, right? That's just a really big thing. But oh my God, look at our defense here. And we're going to keep stacking. We're still going to be stacking over and over. So that's going to be really good. Our offensive numbers shouldn't really be too different from what we saw previously, but still, that's quite good. So the Super Spirit Bomb definitely hits a lot harder than what the normal Spirit Bomb would do. I almost want to hop back in and get another rotation of that, just so we could see the Super Spirit Bomb. But I feel like, let's see what this just Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta do against the Broly fight here. I mean, they're doing quite a lot of damage. That's the 70% normal. And then there should be the guaranteed super attack right there. Bam. Very, very good to see. Even though I think we got 23 ki right, but what happened is we built up ki when we did the initial super. So we were able to get that in. Please super right here. Okay. How much damage does this do? Do we live this Broly super attack? And how much... I think we do live with the extra super attack stacks in. But let's see. 400k from Broly at 55%. We're going to die with Age-O Kid Gohan, but that's fine. I feel like I'm satisfied. I'll get the Super Spirit Bomb in another video. Again, it's not really much. Oh, we actually did live, funny enough. Okay. Can we transform to Gohan? No, we can't because it's no Android. I think I'll just end things here. It's not really a big deal to get the win or not, but let me know what you guys think of this unit. I think this initial look against Broly, they look very, very powerful. Can't wait to use more of them. I'll be taking them in Meta Cooler Core and all that stuff, so let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you in the next video.